Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Your man, Eric Wilson. So this is Saturday morning, and usually, I'd be doing the sports arena, but hey, basketball's back. So you know what that means, the Magic Perspective with Alex and Eric. But as I get started on all my shows, and I will continually do, let me just say this. We need justice for Breonna Taylor. We need justice for Elijah McClain. And we need justice for Vanessa Gillian. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, as they say. Let me bring in my brother, my man, who I haven't seen in a minute, man. Alex Fleming, Magic Perspective are truly back. Brother, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. It feels so good to have basketball back. Bro, the NBA's been on fire right now.
Hey, WNBA's been on fire, dude. I'm telling you, man, these games have been just such. I'm so invested in this season on both sides of the ball. It's just been crazy. But of course, we are back. So, we got to talk about our Orlando Magic. Handled their business yesterday, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a great game, 128 to 118. Although, I will say the last probably 6, 7 minutes of the game, I was a little concerned because Brooklyn was starting to make a little bit of that comeback.
Okay, real talk, real talk. Magic were never threatened in this game. They
Okay.
were never threatened in this game. They came at them on game busters. Bro, Evan Fournier was fire yesterday. 10 of 15 from the field, 3 of 6 from the three-point line, 24 points. Fournier led all scorers. You know who wasn't hot yesterday? Your dog, Terrence
I
Ross.
know, man. I know. Human Torch just was not. He's still getting that. He's still getting his rhythm underneath him, man. You know what I'm saying? But I was very happy with the production to pull some of your lines when you got six. Let me see right here. Six players in double figures. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to see, especially for this team that hasn't played in 4 months. Plus, they welcome back the addition of Jonathan Isaac, a guy who I told you could potentially be back for this run.
Gosh, bro, Jonathan Isaac came off the bench for some odd reason. He didn't start this game, and I'm absolutely fine with that. But he went 6 of 7 from the field, 16 minutes, 16 points. They've learned how to play without him. Now that he is back,
Oh yeah, no question about it. And here's the thing: Coach Cliff talked about, originally during the normal season, what does he like to run? He likes to run 9, 10 guys out there. I
that's
think
his
he ran.
rotation.
Yeah, he ran probably. I think he ran 13 out of the 15 guys got ran out there yesterday. Albeit such a great game from start to finish, and that's the one thing that you and I have always talked about, Alex. You start off strong, you keep the game, play at your tempo, and you finish with the W. This is the recipe for this team being so successful. Now, granted, Brooklyn, they are without some of their key players, but that still gives no excuse to how they performed or got outperformed by the Orlando Magic. And I love your line when we were covering the Lakers game. This was not only a teachable moment, but this was one of those moments where you start off strong, you finish good, you beat the team you're not supposed to beat. I love that line, bro. Don't ever lose that. That was probably one of my favorite lines from you.
Thank you, thank you. Now to be fair, Brooklyn is missing some people,
They
but they
are.
had 5 players in double figures. Okay, Harris did his thing, Allen did his thing. Would DeAndre Jordan really made a difference in this game? I'm not quite sure. Kyrie, maybe,
Yeah,
but they played better without Kyrie.
you've been
And
saying
bro,
that.
you know what happened yesterday? We're the seventh seed now. We're the seventh seed now.
Hey, we got
We
to hold it though. We got to hold that position now. That's what we got to do because we do see Brooklyn again during this 8 game scrimmages before the playoffs start. So we have to maintain that momentum. So you know what? Really quick, let's just talk about the elephant in the room because I heard you mention it on your show, Turf Talk. So, and I was very interested to get your thoughts on it, which is why we are doing this edition of the Magic Perspective. So, Jonathan Isaac did not wear a Black Lives Matter shirt. Also, did not stand. I mean, I'm sorry, he did not kneel during the national anthem. Now, I was in the post-game press conference, and let me just say this. It is rare that I do things like this, but I'm going to do it today because I'm still partially, even though I'm wearing blue and we in blue, I'm still seeing a little bit of red. To all those media pundits out there that just don't get it, I'm going to say this as I've said on Twitter. Understand what's in that man's heart before you ruin his image.
We've met Jonathan Isaac. We've interviewed Jonathan Isaac. We spent time with Jonathan Isaac. We went to media day and spoke with Jonathan Isaac. This man is nothing but 100% class.
Yeah.
He does what he says and he means what he says. He's excellent in the community. He doesn't get in trouble off the court. What? It baffles me how the news and media want it both ways. You kneel and the whole Black Lives Matter narrative, then okay, you're just one of them. Then you become an individual and you let people know that kneeling might be counterproductive for social justice, and you get hammered for it.
Yep.
You can't win for losing.
Yep. And yesterday, I'm gonna tell you, Alex, if you could have been next to me or been with me, if you would have been on this call, I really feel like you would have you already know me. You know me well enough to know that sometimes I just can't be silent about certain issues. A lot of times I look at the bigger picture and say, okay, you know what? This was one of those moments. I need to deal with it and move forward. However, after knowing Jonathan Isaac for 2 seasons, to all the points that you made, and being able to just say to myself, I know what's in this man's heart. So I am not going to sit there and vilify him as some people did yesterday. And I got about 5 to 7 minutes here left with you, and then I got to jump on the call with Coach Clifford today of the Magic. And you know what? I'm going to be focused more on, Cliff, what did you see on tape? Not what is the ramifications of Jonathan Isaac based on what he did, because he did speak to the team and the team supported him. And you know, probably one of his biggest advocates yesterday, Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier was like, you know what? That's his choice and that's his decision. We stand by it. I was like, bro, I took a back seat right there. I was like, you know what? If the brother did everything he was supposed to do, and because we've had the opportunity to meet with him and speak with him, I trust that what he's doing is for the best of Jonathan Isaac, not what's best for everybody else. And like you said, I find it so funny. The minute an individual stands up for their belief and does what they feel is right based on who they are, we want to start criticizing this person for their actions. I'm going to say it before. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Know what's in this man's heart before you bash his image.
You know what I find funny? They attacked Jonathan Isaac, but didn't say 2 words to Pop. Not 2 words to Pop. His entire team kneeled. Him and Becky Hammond stood. Now, you met Pop. I met Pop. We know Pop. For some reason, they didn't want none of that smoke. Yet, they're going to pick on Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah. Bad call on that part. Brother, thank you so much. Go ahead.
The team shot 53%, 52.9 if we're going to be technical, but whatever.
53.
The team shot 53% and was 35% from the three-point line, and would have been better if it wasn't for Terrence Ross stinking up the joint going 1 of 6. I'm just saying.
Listen, you won't be saying that down the stretch when the brother's popping threes from 40. At that point, I'm going to remind you of this conversation. He just needs a little more time, man. That's all. But they got that W, and that's the most important thing. They move on to Sacramento on Sunday. Let's see how things go moving forward.
They need to get that W, not only to stay in the 7th spot, but to keep the momentum going. Sacramento has a wing and a prayer of making the playoffs. They're not going to do it, but you know what? They're not dead yet. They're on life support. But you don't want to lose the momentum that you got in the bubble. And you know what we got that nobody else has in the NBA bubble? Home field advantage.
With or without fans, that's very true. We're not that far from home. Brother, this has been a great edition of the Magic Perspective with Alex and Eric. This isn't the last. Hey, it's August 1st. Alex and I are back to doing our thing. We back to hustling. So trust me, be prepared for more of the Magic Perspective with Alex and Eric. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you later.